Hey guys, Arceus Rules here. Same day, different video. Hopefully I'll release this a little later. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about, I guess kind of what I've been keeping up to date, basically, my current anime. Just to kind of give you guys, where my status is, what's going on, my anime life. You know, I just kind of want to relive it too one day, at the, end of my YouTube journey, maybe, like look back at these videos. And also kind of, share with you guys, what I'm watching and what I currently think. So we're gonna go from basically, alphabetical order, what I'm watching right now, and I'll just kind of give you my thoughts. So let's begin. So, you guys may not be too hyped about this, but I'm watching the new season of Pretty Cure right now. It's called Delicious Party Pretty Cure, and honestly, I'm actually really enjoying this season. Pretty Cure has been mainly, this magical girl anime, if you guys don't know. It is pretty popular in Japan, kind of like Sailor Moon, to kind of just compare it to, if you guys don't know. Magical girls, transforming, superpowers, battling evil, monster of the week, basically, type deal. But I'm really enjoying this. It's usually a repetitive, series. Maybe because I haven't watched it in a while, I'm just like, wow, this is like kind of a new breath of fresh air, basically. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I may stop like I usually do around 15-20 episodes like I used to do, like well, actually I finished Smile Pretty Cure, or Glitter Force, basically, as they call it on Netflix. But I did that with like Doki Doki Pretty Cure. Same thing with Princess Pretty Cure. The same with Star Twinkle and Kira Kira Pretty Cure. Those are 4 series that I really enjoyed a lot. That I got like halfway through, but I was like, it's the same stale stuff. But the characters, this series is more generalized as kind of like eating and a party and like food and stuff like that. It's like, who doesn't want to eat food? Like I love food and everything like that. Like I really enjoy this show. Sadly, it has gone delayed by a couple weeks because the studio that works on it, along the studio that also has One Piece too, that got delayed as well, if you guys didn't know. And it's interesting because I was really craving it this week, last week and this week, and I can't get it, and it's very sad and disappointing. And I just kind of, it's my shut off the brain week show, and I just like to see cute girls do cute things, you know what I mean? It's sad, and I miss it, and I like the characters, and there's not really a lot to be said, because that kind of already said it. Monster of the week, magical girls, fighting, school, reality, slice of life, but yeah. Anyways, let's go on to the next show. I have not found anyone to talk to about this, which is very sad, so hopefully maybe someone in the comments can talk to me about this. But, Total Fantasy Knockout. I am really enjoying this series. So, I don't know if I expressed this in my Moonlight Fantasy video, but I do want to let you all know that I am really getting, like, stale and sick of isekai. It's getting very bland and very over the top, and I just want to find something that's just new, different, and funny. This show is it. My last isekai that I liked was Moonlight Fantasy, as you all know. Well, besides Mushoku Tensei, but who doesn't like it? Oh, right, the people that are criticizing Rudius. Well, you can watch my video about that in the 12 Days of Anime, because I talked to you about that. Anyways, besides Moonlight Fantasy, this show is just very original and great. I love that it's literally just these two 30-year-olds literally getting reincarnated. One of them's a girl. They got a curse on them. And it's like, I can't fall in love with you. You're a dude. And he's like, I know, and you're a dude, so I can't love you. Stop. And it's like, wow. Like, I love this show. At the same time, it started getting boring after a while. It was just the same, gags, the same comedy, and the same, arguing. And, but then the latest episode made me realize, wow. Like, there's some real-life lessons to be told in this show. For example, I don't want to give too spoilers away, but basically our main character, who is basically the girl, met with the princess of the kingdom, and she's like, I just want to die, I want to commit suicide. And she goes like, no, and they were making a whole comedy joke segment about it, and it's like, no, you gotta, like, stand up to your parents, you gotta, like, tell them, what you want to do. I'll be there with you. And he's like, and she's like, well, my dad, is not going to let me do this. He's so overprotective and stuff like that. And then whenever his best friend was like, oh, yeah, like, we're not going to have her adventure with us, because she wanted to go adventuring. And his friend's like standing up to the kingdom and saying no, she shouldn't come with us and everything. The king just is agreeing with him, and the main character's like, you don't know how kids work. You got to make sure that you can like take care of them and stuff. And it was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, teaching your viewers, like, right way to handle kids in a certain extent. Obviously not 100%, but it was really cool to see that in there, and I really enjoy that. In fact, obviously, besides the comedy with them two being two guys and blah blah, I like it. I think it's great. It's not the best show, but it's a good like 7, 6. You know what I mean? I like it weekly. Still an episode behind, but yeah. Next series, Takagi-san, Season 3. Now, if you guys don't know about Takagi-san, I love it. There's like an OVA video I did on the channel. It has like over 1,000 views, I believe, which I'm surprised about because it's like one of the worst quality videos ever, but thank you. Anyways, I love Takagi-san, and I am so glad that I am keeping up with this show weekly, because when I tell you that when I stopped Season 2 in the middle of it, it was hard to complete it, because this is more of a weekly show. It's hard to like watch 8, 6, 12 episodes, like just kind of in a binge, because it's like, oh, it's the same stuff, it's the same thing, won't they get on with it, God, it's just, unless you really love the show and you can binge it. I just can't, but I love the show a lot, and it's more of like a weekly taste for me, like a weekly, session, and I love it. It's definitely the best experience I've had with it. 10 episodes out. Next episode comes out tomorrow, so like I can't wait. Well, tomorrow when recording this video, it's gonna be out by the time it's uploaded. But yeah, I really can't wait for it. Like, the ending is so close. We got 2 episodes left, and like, wow, I love this season a lot better than season 2. Honestly, season 1 is probably by far my favorite, but season 3 is getting up there, and I like it. I'm really enjoying Takagi-san Season 3, and it's just a great slice of life romance. It's the genre that I feel like started the whole Nagatoro stuff and bullying and teasing, but instead this is like very softcore in middle school, you know what I mean? It's just, it's really fun, and it's really, wholesome, and I like it. Definitely a show that I've been watching since like day 1, so yep, I love it. Maybe we can talk about it in the comments below. But yeah, next show. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this, but you guys gotta help me. I love Demon Slayer. I don't love it as much as Sword Line or Mushoku Tensei, but it's a great show. I get why people love it, and I get why people hate it. I'm kind of in the, I think it's average, if not a little above average. I get why people like it. Okay, please, we're not gonna start an argument here. I love Demon Slayer, and I've seen the first 3 episodes of Entertainment District. I've heard that it gets so much better, and I don't hate it. Like I said, I don't hate it. I know I'm gonna finish it one day, but it's just like, it's hard watching it by myself, and I know that sounds really weird to say. It'd be really cool to experience with other people, and kind of motivate me to be like, hey, you gotta like finish this. Like, let me watch it with you. And I'd be like, oh yeah, cool, let's binge it, type deal. I was waiting for the dub, honestly, just because I just love Bryce Papenbrook as Inosuke and everything. I've also had a little bit of a struggle to like Tanjiro recently. A lot of people can argue with me there too. I know he's just this nice guy, and he just wants to avenge his sister, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really hate it, but it's just average shonen for me, maybe a little above. But yeah, I probably have already pissed you guys off by this point. But yeah, motivate me to get me to finish this, because it's something that's kind of like on my watching list. But like I've been watching an episode here or there, recently. But yeah, on to the next show. So I know Komi came out, how should I say, last season, but I am 9 episodes in. Got 3 more episodes left, trying to binge it before season 2 comes out. Probably not gonna happen. I just don't have the time right now. But yeah, I love Komi. It was a show that I started, and I got like halfway through it last season, and I was like, Netflix kind of messed up the titles. It's an awful translation. I hate that Yamai girl, that brown hair girl, oh my god. But she's a lot more tolerable in the dub, and when you kind of turn your brain off when she appears on screen, you're like, okay, I can deal with it, It's a good show. I rank it a 7 out of 10 on Mal. It's really good. I see why people like it. It's definitely something just to kind of watch and just be like, yeah, I get you guys. It's a cool show. So yeah, I like Komi. Tadano's definitely my favorite character, if not, how should I say, Najiri? Is that her name? Or the trans girl or whatever? I don't know, but yeah, I like Najiri and Tadano probably the best. Yeah. Next series. Oh my god, Made in Abyss. So I know Made in Abyss came out in 2017 of summer season, and unfortunately I guess kind of glanced over it. Didn't realize it was just kind of like the shit when it came out. So yeah, it's airing on Toonami. Go check out my Toonami video if you have not. But yeah, I'm like 9 episodes through. I'm just kind of waiting for those last couple episodes for people to tell me, hey, like, it gets dark, and like, you know, I like Made in Abyss. It's a really great show. The first 9 episodes, a lot really hasn't happened. It's just them kind of going to the abyss, and stuff happens. And they go over in the abyss, and stuff happens, and she's trying to find her mother. So, you know, like, I get that it's kind of more of like it feels like more of a hand-holding show as of now. I don't know what's going to happen in the last 4 episodes. But, yeah, I'm really enjoying Made in Abyss. Reg's definitely my favorite character. I love Rico. The interactions between them and just the environment of the Abyss is really cool. So, yeah, can't wait for it to end and, you know, kind of binge the movie and just wait for Season 2 to come out this year. So, yeah, it's kind of a thing that, you know, because Season 2 is coming out, I'm trying to catch up on it. But, yeah, let's see. I know I've been trying to talk about Osama ranking a lot. Sadly, I've only seen the first 3 episodes still. If you have not seen that video, I would highly check it out. Made a video about my short thoughts on it, but I like it. I've heard really great things, and I can't wait to kind of binge it when it's over, I feel like. But yeah, I haven't really, you know, started it. Next series is Platinum End. So Platinum End has been a hit and miss at the same time, honestly. I really fucked with it when the first like 5 episodes came out, and then I was like, okay, it's a little boring, so I kind of stopped it. The ratings were for Mal were going really low at that point, and I was like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna wait for the dub, right? So the dub came, I kind of forgot about it, and I was like, do I really want to watch this show? And I was like, I don't know, but I was like, I'll try it, you know. So I tried episode 6 and 7, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. Why did I stop at literally like one of the primest times of the series? And it was great. I really enjoyed it. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally watching this weekly and stuff like that. And then I've been starting to watch it weekly, episode 8, 9, 10. I think I'm on like 17 now. I have had thoughts. There was like episode 11, 12, and 13 had the worst dubbing. Oh my god, this show has some of the worst dubbing. Some of the worst dialogue, honestly, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it, to the point I was like cringing and being like, oh my god, I know you're saying the same freaking thing. And it's become more of a like, should I drop this? And it's more of like, you know what, like, I you know, if I turn my brain off, it's fun. It's really fun, and I enjoy. The recent episode with spoiler if you have not watched Platinum End, but they killed Metropolitan, and ever since then it's like, wow, like what's gonna happen next? Like they're gonna complete the story. They're gonna complete the manga in this, and I can't wait. Like, I just want to see if this is like a dumpster fire or what, you know? Like, yeah. Anyway, my actually favorite 2 airing this season that I've been saving for. Okay, sorry, I've been moving the camera around. But, yeah, Worlds in Harem. Now, hear me out, right? I feel like this is more of a misleading title. Now, you guys are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? No, it's not. Okay, think about it, right? I am 10 episodes done. I am 10 episodes out of 11 done with this series, okay? I am almost done. Literally, the last episode coming out tomorrow. Obviously, like I said, this video probably may not be out by then. I should be completed by the time you guys see this video. But really, oh my god, I love this show. The first, like, episode, I was like, okay, I get it, and it was average, you know. Episode 2 was like, oh my god, I don't really like where this is going. Episode 3, they introduced this Doi Shota guy, right? And I'm like, I love this guy. I love him, you know. And then they focus on him with another episode, and I'm like, oh my god, this dude is like, I love him. Like, he is one of my favorite characters. And then they switched over to Reito, and I'm like, oh man, give me more Doi, man. I love my man Doi, you know, and stuff like that. And it's like, oh my god, like, I love this guy. I love him. Anyway, we had to go more with Reito and the world explaining, and I get it, And then they went back to my man Doi, and everything, and I'm like, I love this guy. I want more episodes. And then they had more episodes about it. I'm like, yes, and I'm like, I love this guy so much. I love him so much because he is an actual human being. Okay, so just to kind of give more clarity and like explanation. So Reito is our main protagonist of like the plot A segment, basically, of Worlds in Harem. Kind of the guy that's like, let's figure out who made the virus. Let's figure out who is doing it. I'm not going to mess around with any girls. I'm just gonna use that word. Because I have one lover, which I respect. It's kind of like your classic anime character that's like, okay, I'm surrounded by girls. No, I got one lover, so I can't do that, which is great as well, because the show is really about doing that with women and stuff like that. And by him saying, no, it's not right, I have one lover, that's great. It's great morals. I mean, like, come on. Am I crazy here for saying that? Maybe, I don't know. When it comes to Doi, man, my man Doi, I like saying his name. It's cool. It's just so stupid and weird. I'm just such a weird guy. But yeah, when it comes to him, he's like, no, I have one, crush as well and everything. I'm kind of terrified of girls and, like, my backstory. And I'm not going to give too much about his backstory because I just love it. Yeah, you guys have to experience this, guys. Anyway, he's part of the plot B of the show, and I love him. He's more of a, like, character that's, like, I don't want to, but then when he was told that, like, this school of girls was, dedicated to him and stuff like that, he starts experimenting, and he starts befriending more girls, and he starts to try to get their interest, and he starts to, the plot progresses, and things happen, and blah, blah, blah. You can obviously guess, because this show is literally about it, but yeah, and he becomes this guy that's like, you know what, I don't know, maybe that was wrong, maybe it wasn't, I don't know, but let's do it again, like, it's a human being. Human beings act like this. Not saying every human being, but I think it's great. It's literally a character you could relate to. It's literally someone out there that deals with his depression and his bullying from the past and goes like, you know what, like, I deserve this, and you know what, it may be wrong, but yeah, like, I was treated like shit and everything, and I'm like, god damn, like, I love this guy. He's great. He's a really great character, and I love him a lot. So yeah, I could talk about the series all day, and I'm glad that this series is, like, actually, how should I say, really cool, and it, like, definitely made a 360. It was like, god, man, I love this show. Like, I really enjoy it. 8 out of 10 for me. Anyways, let's go to our final series, which you all probably been waiting for, My Dress Up Darling. My Dress Up Darling, as you all know, or if you guys don't know, it's more about our man Gojo, and kind of he likes Hina dolls and making clothes for them and stuff like that with his grandfather, and him teaching and all that stuff. He's kind of a loner, and he's just kind of focused on his hobby, and everything. Well, our girl, as we all want to say, because Marin is like the face of the internet right now through this whole season, really, and I can understand why. She's a great character, and she and Gojo basically just have their they have their experiences together. They meet up, they start dressing her up because she wants to cosplay. It's a really great series. I really enjoy watching it weekly. Over the episodes, I have definitely been feeling like it's great. It's just kind of my weekly, like, My Dress Up Darling, stuff like that. I've really enjoyed the earlier episodes better, but at the same time, the newer episodes are not